He just failed in the final test.
Gotti, how badly was Israel battered, and in what kind of shape is Netanyahu in?
Well, to be frank, I don't know exactly how battered they are because there's been effective censorship. But enough information has gotten out that the implication is they've been hit harder than they've ever been hit before. In that this was becoming a political problem for Benjamin Netanyahu. The Israelis always said going in that they can absorb a finite amount of damage, and they're willing to raise that parameter up as much as is politically viable, if and only if, and this is the important part, if and only if the guaranteed outcome is the end of the regime and no more missiles and no more nuclear program. They're not going to get any of those. And so now Netanyahu pushed for this war. He's the one who went and sold this war to President Trump. You know, he's the one who put the reputation of Israel on the line. And everything he said turned out to be a lie, to be false, be overhyped. As General Kane said, the Israelis tend to oversell everything, and we should be very careful with what they're saying. But Trump wasn't careful, and we went to war on behalf of Israel, for Israel, using Israeli intelligence. And now we failed. Israel's not going to get anything it wanted. There will be no regime change. The regime is stronger today. The missiles, they're there. Iran's not giving them up. And, you know, the nuclear program, Iran will strike a compromise deal that allows enrichment, and that's politically untenable. So, you know, Netanyahu is in a lot of trouble. I think tomorrow his criminal trial begins. And the thinking that the United States is going to fly cover for this guy after he got us involved in this war. I think we're looking, you know, it's hard. You got to be careful when you talk about the demise of Benjamin Netanyahu because he's been such a political survivor for so long. But right. I've always said that the only way after October 7th, 2023, he stays in power is to continue to escalate conflict. That the only thing he has to sell the Israeli people is that he's the security guy. He's the national security guy, that there will be no security without him. Well, he just failed in the final test. The regimes of Iran's there. And remember, this is the war he's been pushing for a long time. He's been saying, we can't take Iran out without the help of the United States. Well, we went in all in. I mean, we put all the chips down there. We said, let's go. And we lost. We didn't get it. So Netanyahu is in a lot of trouble, a whole bunch of trouble.